I'm Michael Farris, the chairman of the Homeschool Legal Defense Association, and I teach constitutional law at Patrick Henry College, and I would give you an A on your constitutional analysis. Thank you. I'm going to be doing the question and answer, so just handing the microphone. Who'd like to ask the first question? Sir.
You stated that children are best served by being in a family with a mother and a father, a mom and dad. Now, as a foster mother, that kind of adoption type situation, would you also say that they're not just best served, but they have the children have an unalienable right to being in a mother and father family, and as a matter of public policy, that's what it should be?
Well, I wish it could always be that way. Circumstances don't always work that way, and that's why there are other alternatives that are available. My husband and I did serve as foster parents to 23 wonderful children, and that's where we see, ideally, a child should be born into a home with a married mother and father. In 1960, approximately 5% of America's children were born into a home with a married mother and father. Today, 41% of children, or 5% were not born into a home with a married mother and father. Today, it's 41% of children. We have deviated dramatically from the standard that you're enunciating, but the ideal remains the same. The ideal remains the best place for a child is in a home with a married mother and child. When those ideal circumstances are not available, that's when extended family members step in. That's when the church steps in. That's when the local community steps in. And that's where the answer needs to lie, not in Washington, D.C., because government is a very poor substitute for a mother and a father. A child needs a mom and a dad, and those circumstances are best suited by mother and father. One example that came up privately that I would give you would be one not far from here in Hershey, Pennsylvania. You all know about the famous, infamous Hershey bar, the chocolate bar. Milton Hershey and his wife Catherine couldn't have children, but yet they had a heart for children, children that were born into unfortunate circumstances. And so they privately funded homes and families for children to move into, and a school so that these children could have a chance in life. The best solutions for children start the closest to the heart of a mom and a dad, and the closest to the heart of a home, the closest to the heart of a faith community, and the closest to the heart of a community that can provide love and care for for those children. It isn't heartless, it isn't cruel to cut these programs off at the federal level. In fact, I would say it is just the opposite. Bureaucracy is what is uncompassionate. It is real people near the heart of that child that is true compassion.